Welcome to Managing Stress with Mindfulness, a webinar by VCU Recreation and Wellbeing. In this webinar, we'll introduce you to RecWell, who we are and what we do. Then we'll dive into your body's stress response, mindfulness, and how you can create a mindfulness practice. VCU Recreation and Wellbeing, RecWell, was created to bring together two separate departments with the same vision of making VCU a healthier and happier place to learn, work, and grow. VCU RecWell has multiple facilities where you can engage with us. We're confident there is something for everyone, whether it's running on the track, lifting weights, playing tennis, or going for a swim. At RecWell, we believe that health includes every part of you, and the health of all RAMs influences the health of each RAM. So, our health promotion team is here to give education without judgment on subjects that we know can be tough to navigate. This includes sexual health, alcohol and other drug use, nutrition, stress, self-care, sleep, and more. We offer resources and support, such as our Health Foundation learning modules on Canvas. We have an amazing group of peer health educators that bring education to fellow RAMs in a fun, positive, inclusive, and empowering way. And if you've been in on a bathroom stall on campus, you've probably already met us. We're there each month with our stall seat journal, providing facts, tips, and resources to stay well. Our goal is to advance student success by empowering the VCU community to prioritize well-being, connect with others, and learn through play. And we believe that student voices are key to the work that we do. That's why we work with a variety of student groups when promoting health on campus and beyond. We know that not everyone has had access to the same education about health. That's why we believe in creating a healthy environment that's positive, inclusive, and empowering. We pride ourselves on being a non-judgmental resource for students. Now let's talk a bit about our stress response. It's part of your sympathetic nervous system, aka the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. When our stress is high, our response is often connected to our amygdala in our brain, which is in charge of emotions like fear that can lead to making snap decisions or feeling overwhelmed. When we're in this response, it can also inhibit the functioning of our frontal lobe, which is the part of our brain that helps us make rational decisions. The fawn response involves immediately trying to please a person to avoid any conflict. Now, we need our stress response to feel motivated to get things done and to signal to us when we're in danger. However, many of us hang out in our stress response when it's not necessary anymore. And our amygdala, remember the fear part of our brain, it stays turned on. We feel overwhelmed, we get stuck in racing thoughts. Mindfulness helps us get into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest response. We can do this by slow, intentional breathing and checking in with our needs frequently enough that we're not feeling completely overwhelmed with stress or anxiety. This rest and digest response allows our frontal lobe to turn back on so that we can make more rational decisions, problem solve more easily, and ultimately improve our well-being. Here are some signs of stress, but everyone experiences stress differently. You can see some physical signs of stress, like soreness in the jaw or pain in the neck and shoulders. You may notice mood changes, like irritability, restlessness, or increased worrying. And our habits may change too. For example, some people eat more, and some people eat less. How do you know when you're stressed? One way to manage stress is to regularly check in with your stress level. Check in with your stress response right now. How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5? What signs or symptoms of stress are happening that make you feel like that number? This technique in itself is a mindful practice, as we're taking time to be present with ourselves for a moment and notice what's coming up for us. Many of us know when we're feeling like a 1 or a 5 on this scale. What would it look like for you to show up at a 2, a 3, or a 4? So really, mindfulness is knowing what's going on in your head at any moment without getting carried away by your thoughts. You may find yourself often thinking about the past or dwelling about the future. Mindfulness is about noticing when that's happening and redirecting our attention on the present and trying not to judge ourselves for taking the time to do so. Much of mindfulness and meditation originated from Eastern culture and has been around for hundreds of years. It has roots in Buddhism, however, has been secularized for many environments as it has moved to Western culture. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, or MBSR, was coined in the 1970s by Jon Kabat-Zinn, an American professor who was a student of Eastern Buddhist teachers such as Buddhist monks and global peace activists. MBSR is now widely applied in schools, hospitals, universities, and work environments. So why practice focusing on the present? Well, some argue that doing this is almost like a superpower that can help us better harness our emotional responses and think logically. This can help reduce the likelihood that we embody feelings such as stress and anxiety and give ourselves space to choose wisely how we want to respond to an event. Not only can meditation and mindfulness help us in the moment, it's actually been shown to change our brain chemistry over time. In an 8-week study by Harvard University, participants who engaged in just 10 minutes of mindful exercises a day had a higher tolerance for stressful events. There were actual changes in their brain chemistry on side-by-side brain scans from before and after the study. There have been studies that have also been shown that meditation and mindfulness is like a muscle. The more you practice, the better able you may be to be present and less impacted by negative stress. One key element of mindfulness and meditation is a focus on the breath. This is said to be a grounding element for staying in the present. We can't breathe into the past or into the future. We can only breathe in the here and the now. Our breath is constantly happening in the present. In order to help us get into our rest response, we should practice deep breathing or belly breathing and eventually slowing down the breath altogether. This is done by directing airflow down from the nose, past the throat, and into the belly. You can imagine a balloon expanding in your belly as you breathe in and contracting as you breathe out. When we're in our stress response, we tend to breathe shallowly by taking shorter breaths through the chest. For some, breathing through the chest feels more comfortable because that's what you're used to. And it may take some practice to breathe through the belly, and that's okay. Now think about your daily routine. What are some reminders that you can incorporate into your routine to remember to stop, take a deep belly breath, and be present? Maybe you could do this while you're washing your hands, or before you eat, or before logging on to your online class. Here are a few things to keep in mind when you start a mindfulness practice. Unexpected thoughts or emotions may arise, and that's normal. You have the option to keep your eyes open or closed. You can also keep the lights on, or dim them, or turn them off. It's all about what feels the most comfortable to you. You can bring a friend or a family member into your space, or you can create a space that's just for you. Basically, there is no single right way to meditate. If you're practicing and trying, you're doing something right. Mind wandering? That's what minds do. Now, we talked about the breath as a tool that you can use to ground yourself. This is also the foundation for guided meditation. Let's dive into a few types of meditation that are great for improving mindfulness. A body scan meditation focuses your attention on different parts of the body, from your feet to the muscles in your face. This helps you develop a mindful awareness of your bodily sensations and to relieve tension wherever it is found. Research suggests that this mindfulness practice can help reduce stress, improve well-being, and decrease aches and pains. Loving kindness meditations focus on building compassion for yourself and for others. This type of meditation is helpful when your goal is to find forgiveness and is a healing form of self-care. Progressive muscle relaxation is based upon the simple practice of tensing or tightening one muscle group at a time, followed by a relaxation phase with a release of the tension. With practice and time, you can learn to accurately identify and diminish the signs and signals of stress and tension in your body. Guided imagery draws on the imagination to form connections between mind and body. It uses imagery that stimulates the senses, creating peaceful images in the mind. This technique has been shown to reduce stress, anxiety and pain, and lower blood pressure. This form of meditation is particularly useful for those who have experienced trauma or chronic illness, but it can be helpful for all. And there are many ways to practice mindfulness without formal meditation. The point is to focus on the present. A few of our suggestions include journaling, stretching, breathing on purpose, putting your phone away for a designated period, coloring, writing down an intention for the day, and going outside. What else can you think of? So it's time to think about how you are going to create a plan for mindfulness. You can start by incorporating a daily check-in on your stress. On a scale from 1 to 5, how are you feeling? Find spots in your routine where it makes sense to add in mindful belly breathing, and try out different types of meditation or informal mindfulness to see what works for you. Rockwell is here for you to help you take care of yourself. Have you heard of Resilience Lab? The Health Promotion Office runs this program, which is designed to help students manage their stress levels through one-on-one appointments and guided meditations. We offer 20-minute group guided meditation sessions twice a week. You can attend virtually via Zoom and in person. We offer new meditations every week, which are designed to help you relax, de-stress, and practice mindfulness. Learn more and register for a session at thewell.vcu.edu. We also offer one-on-one Resilience Lab appointments. During your 50-minute appointment, you'll discuss your stressors and your stress response, and a member of our team will help you come up with a wellness plan. Each appointment also includes a guided meditation. Appointments are happening virtually or in person and are filling up fast. Learn more and book an appointment online at thewell.vcu.edu. Want to learn more about how to get involved with us and attend our programs? Check out our website, our social media, and join us on RANS Connect to stay in the loop on all our fun events. See you next time.